Hello everyone, this is Paras. I'm doing my recap for today, February 22nd. I've been having a really good week this particular week with very minimal number of trains, very clean days, and today was again one of them where I had a decent day on, and I've been really thankful for the mentorship program that gave me an insight on how the days should be and how to trade only the setups and look for those specific setups or the setups that are a part of your playbook. So I'll go over my trades real quick. My first three trades were actually with INTC. This was definitely is a part of my watch list, and I was looking into it. My first, basically it did show some weakness at the open. I saw that it made another a new low, and then it backed up, and it had a resistance on these moving averages, and I went short right at below these moving averages. This was my risk. This hardly 5 cents was my risk, and my potential profit was the break of this candlesticks and go further down for an opening range breakdown. It actually did not, and I saw that it dropped a little bit, but from the VWAP it just bounced back and broke this moving average. So I came out with a very small loss. The second trade that I made was this was unnecessary. Actually, I should have waited for the break of the VWAP before entering it. So I anticipated that this is now going down. It did a pullback, which normally trying to squeeze a lot of people and then go follow the trend. And I went short right here, assuming that this would be an opening range breakdown. But eventually, as soon as it made a new further high and broke the moving averages, I came out with a very small loss, hardly 4 or 5 cents. Then the last one, the final trade that worked out really nice for me was at the break of the VWAP. I went short right here, 200 shares, added more 200 furthermore, and eventually covered in a very nice uh, uh, covers. And until unless it was giving me any indication to cover, I wasn't covering it, which is something which I've really great learning from the program. And the final piece I came out at the break of the a 5 minute high, and if you see it just squeezed back for a reversal, and I'm glad that I came out. So pretty clean trade on the INTC. The fourth trade that I made was with NEM. NEM was not in my watch list, and I was looking into the turbo breakdown scanners, and NEM was one of the stocks that pop up. So basically, what it did was it had a big bull run. It was not a hyperbola, but a very strong stock. It went from 36 to approximately 37.5. So this was very strong, and at this point it started oscillating a little bit on a 1 minute chart, which was an indication for me that this could be definitely this is the max. What we say, this is the top that particular stock has reached, and it tried to test this particular level 37.6, and it tried to stay on 37.6 without breaking it. And for at least of this around 10 to 15 minutes it was just staying between 37.6, so which was a very strong resistance. So I went short right here, and as soon as it I went 200 shares right here, and then another I added 200 more because this was not breaking it. And as soon as I added 200 more, it eventually break down. And my target was at the 9 EMA, because most of the time that when a stock is very strong, it just bounces to the 9 EMA and then goes back. And it eventually did the exact same thing, but it did not really make any new high right here. So maybe I would have left a little bit, I would have captured this really big move here. But I'm happy with what my target was and what I wanted to achieve as a part of this trade. That's it from my side. Thank you.